Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. As London/European traders head for the exit, the U.S. dollar is making a move to the downside. The Greenback is making new lows versus the pound, the yen, the dollar, the Canadian dollar, and also moving lower against the other major currency pairs. So I thought I'd take a look at the pound, yen, and Canadian dollar versus the U.S. dollar in this video. Outline the technicals that are in play, where we're going, where we may be going, and why those levels are important. So let's get started. Looking at the 4-hour chart of the pound versus U.S. dollar. We recall this box right here. This box encompasses the area between 1.2600 and 1.2800. It goes back to mid-December, and the price moved higher and lower, higher and lower, higher and lower, higher and lower in this pair until yesterday when the price finally broke below and outside of the 126 low area and continued its move to the downside. That move to the downside moved to and through the 38.2% retracement of the move up from this low right here, this October low, to the December high right here. The price break below that 38.2 was short-lived, however, and the price started to rotate back to the upside. In trading here today, we outlined the 200-day moving average as a key barometer for both buyers and sellers, and the price has moved above that moving average level and also above this swing area up to 1.2571. That's increased the bullish bias, and we're moving back toward that 126 level. In my morning video, I said it can't go above the 126 level if the sellers want to be taken seriously after the break lower yesterday. So we are seeing some sellers lean against that level. The high price just reached up to 1.25942. So we're seeing early sellers against that 126 level. That's good news for the sellers, but we do need to get back below the 200-day moving average at 125.608 to increase the bearish bias. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen next. We'll take a look at the hourly chart for this currency pair. And in the morning video, I also talked about how the price had moved up and through the 148.80 level. The price high reached 148.88, about 8 pips above this high right here at the 80 level. But the momentum faded, and the high price today stalled back against that 148.80 level. It wasn't until recently, over the last few hours, that the price has moved below this yellow area and also below the low for the day near the 148.32 level, and we're seeing further downside momentum in this pair. There is support down near the 38.2%. The 38.2% retracement of the move up from last week's low to the high price that we saw just yesterday. That level comes in at 147.74. And then we have all these moving averages and the underside of the broken trend line, which comes near the 147.62, 63-ish type area. If we break below that level, then all things, the bias shifts more dramatically to the downside. We're going to need a move back above this yellow area and to give the buyers more hope, maybe even up above the 148.32. So pay attention to that level going forward in trading here today for you traders in the short term. Let's finally take a look at the dollar versus Canada. I told you this currency pair is also making a new low for the day, and you can see it right here. The price highs that we saw in trading here today moved up to test this swing area through here, and the high price going back to mid-January, both yesterday and again today, and we couldn't get above those levels. So the inability to get above those levels moving back below this yellow area gave the sellers the go-ahead to push to the downside, and we've since moved below this low at 135.04 and below the 135 level as well. Currently trading just below that 135 level, 1.34997. On the downside, the next key target comes against the 200-day moving average. That's this green line right here. That level comes in at 1.34789. If we move below that level, that would be more bearish for the pair and have traders looking toward this cluster of moving averages, including the 100-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, the 100-hour moving average, and the 200-hour moving average. All those centered between 134.47 and 134.60. So there you have it, a look at 3 of the major currency pairs as the dollar moves lower. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.